Hello, welcome to Springa Scratch courses. Today we are going to understand what is the movement of a character or a sprite. So first you have to understand is the frame of our code is defined by x and y coordinates. In the x-axis is a imaginary line that runs through the middle of our frame from left to right, and y is the imaginary line that runs up and down like vertically. And the more you go to the right side of the x, like the higher is the position of your character, or we call like the positive value of your position increases. Similarly, as you go up, positive value of your y position increases. So why don't we take an example? Let's choose a sprite. I like clouds. Let's choose a cloud. And when the cloud is almost at the center, you can see that the position of the cloud would be very close to 0x and 0y. And you can see one easy way to understand where your character is or sprite is located is look at on in the motion. Look at this part. Go to x and y. As long as you don't move this here, and look, I'm looking at here, the value of x and y here actually corresponds to the current position of your character. So you see it's very close to 0. So so its x is positive, so if I try to move it a little left, you can see that like we are moving close to 0. So what do you think if I move my cloud all the way to the right? Which coordinate value will increase? Will the x increase or y increase? Keep your eyes on the left side. See, the x here increased to 200. If I bring it all the way back, x went all the way to the negative, very close to negative 200. Similarly, if I take the cloud all the way up, my cloud value will be 136. If I bring cloud all the way down, the cloud value will be minus 134. So let's say when I'm trying to move my character from all the way from all the way here to the right, what will happen is my y position of my cloud, imagining the cloud is going to move straight on straight line, straight horizontal line here, here or here, the x value of my cloud is not going to change. Sorry, the y value of my cloud is not going to change because the cloud is in the same altitude, but the x value of my cloud is slowly going to increase because it's moving along the x-axis. So if you think about the cloud, right, on the earth, if you are on the ground, the cloud is, we are thinking as if the cloud is moving parallel to the ground, parallel to the earth. So first, what we will have to do is we have to figure out the starting position of the cloud. So come back here, it says minus 229 and 118. So we will set that this is where my cloud should start from. So 118, why 118 means high up in the sky, and x minus 229 means all the way to the left. And you know the rest of the part. When do we want it to happen? When we are clicking start program button, and then I will add weight. You will understand why we are adding a weight in a second. So this is our starting position of the cloud, and we want our cloud to keep moving right. So if we want it to keep moving right, it means we want our x to keep increasing. So then what we need to do is we have to go again back to motion and see if there is anything that has changing in x. So there are a couple of things you see here, that is change x by 10 and set x to this. So set x is actually when we are actually want our cloud to go to exactly some place, but that's not what we want. What we want is the cloud to slowly move towards right. So let me see, I can move the change by x by 10, this part, and then I want it to again in the control, I want it to wait for us, maybe not for a whole second, but maybe 0.2 seconds. So what I want the cloud to move and then wait, otherwise so move a little and then wait a little, and we want this to be happening continuously. So let's see if this works. If I just click this, do you see the cloud moving, right? And when I click this part, it comes all the way back. So we want this to happen in tandem. First we want our cloud to come here and then move a little, and we want this to happen multiple times. So let's say if I want my cloud to start from here and go all the way here, we'll have to figure out. So what I can do is think about, like, I can do it mathematically. I am moving a cloud 10x in each step. So how many times do I have to move my cloud to go all the way here? So you can think of this as we are moving in x is 220. So about in 21 steps, 22 steps, my cloud will reach at the center of the frame, and in 40 steps it will go actually all the way on the right. So let me do this, keep doing this for 40 steps and do it after here. So start, what I'm saying, start my cloud at this position, then wait for a second, and for 40 times keep moving my cloud by 10 units to the, by x is 10 means 10 minutes to the right. So let's see how it goes. And the cloud is moving, it went all the way there and stopped. So that's the simple tutorial on how you can actually move your characters from one position to another. Important thing to understand is this x and y coordinate system. If you are new to this, this is a really interesting phenomenon and really interesting idea that makes our life very easy. When you will grow, when you are old enough, like, you will understand that, like, almost all parts of mathematics where movement and geometry is involved, this x and y coordinate system comes to our help. And same while making fun programs like this, it's even if it in Scratch or eventually in other more involved programming languages, you will be able to use this logic. So hope you liked it. Hope it was very easy. You can see it's just like 7 or 8 lines of instructions and you are able to move your cloud. So use these ideas, use this concept in your coding, in your stories, in your games to move the characters from one place to another. Hope you enjoyed it. Don't forget to like and subscribe our channel. Thank you.